State Senator Sabrina Cervantes spoke on camera today for the very first time since the Sacramento Police Department accused her of driving under the influence of drugs.
Now, charges have not yet been filed as police are waiting for results of a blood test that they did as part of their investigation. KCRA 3's Capitol correspondent Ashley Zavala has been following this story. She joins us now with what Cervantes had to say.
Yeah, Golston, before lawmakers broke for Memorial Day weekend, we caught up with State Senator Sabrina Cervantes today after the Senate wrapped up floor session. And now, days after that crash, she's maintaining she's innocent. You see her there on the Senate floor. This was the first floor session in the state Senate since that crash happened on Monday afternoon. Sacramento police say it happened blocks away from the state capitol near 14th and S Streets. Police said they saw signs that suggested she could be under the influence of drugs, and they required her to take a blood test and cited her. Here's what Cervantes had to say about what happened.
I want to be clear that I remain innocent. I have done nothing wrong. Sacramento Police Department have falsely accused me, and we have lab results, blood and urine results, to show that I had no drugs or alcohol in my system. I do not know what Sacramento Police Department's motivations are, but I expect my name to be clear.
I mean, from your perspective, I know there's been video. I mean, you weren't even at fault for this crash. Is that from your perspective?
I was T-boned by a driver who did not stop at a stop sign.
And are you okay, like injury-wise? I mean, you're here at session, but just...
I'm here to continue doing the work on behalf of the people that I represent and remain steadfast committed to that.
Anything else you want to share is, I know in the media reports about this, there's talk about your sister, there's talk about former legislators, but I understand that you've maintained that this is not something you've done, but just how you've sort of been roped into that narrative.
I hold myself to the highest of integrity. Anyone can speak to my character, and again, I want to make sure that my name will be vindicated. It will be cleared because I did nothing wrong.
Everyone has this urine test that you put out. I mean, is that the test that you had done was urine, not blood, or?
We had both blood and urine tests conducted by Kaiser. I was first being accused of being intoxicated. Lab results show no alcohol in my system. The urine lab was conducted for drug substances. Drug substances stay detectable in urine longer than in blood, and that test results also show no drugs in my system. Thank you.
Police showed up at the hospital. What was the interaction like? Did they say they were investigating you, or?
I'm happy to share more to come in the following weeks and days.
Is there any chance you were taking a prescription and there was a misunderstanding?
Again,
thank you so much.
There was nothing in my system, and I want to make that clear. Thank you.
So to be clear, she had her own blood and urine work done through Kaiser. The Sacramento Police Department also conducted their own blood work. Officers have said it could take days or weeks before we know the results. We've also submitted a Public Information Act request to see the police body camera footage of her interaction with officers. Golston, back to you.
Yeah, we'll continue to follow that. Ashley, thank you.